Hey guys, today we're back with another review, and this one will be on some issues I've got with my brand new Smith & Wesson R8. Stay tuned for this one. Alright guys, we're back. Once again today in this video, we'll be talking about a few problems I've had with this Smith & Wesson R8. This is a brand new firearm that was bought from Northwest Armory. It was made on April the 14th, which was just a few days ago. Picked up, or actually shipped out and delivered on April 18th, and I just picked it up yesterday, April 20th. So, without further ado, let's jump into a few QC issues that I have seen right off the bat, and maybe you all see right now. Like I said, this is a brand new revolver. And one of the first things whenever I picked this up from my gun store, I looked and I was like, hey, it's already got a turn line, which turn lines doesn't matter to me. If you're going to use a firearm, you're going to end up with a turn line, especially with a matte finish like this one. Like I said, it's not something that bothered me, but it shows that it's been revolved a few more times than what I was expecting it to be, especially with a brand new firearm. But like I said, doesn't matter. But there are some examples of new R8s on Gunbroker that does not have a turn line. So, somewhat interested in that. A QC issue I actually found while doing the close-up review, unboxing review, is right here on the forcing cone. As you can see, the forcing cone has got a very large dent in it. I'm not sure if this would affect the muzzle velocities or the accuracy of this gun, but as you can see right here, right there, got a pretty large dent in it. Don't really know what that's about. Next up, that's the only really internal flaw I've seen with this gun. The single action and double action on it feels pretty good, single action especially. But the next cosmetic flaw is this indentation right here that is into the metal. So you can't remove it. It's not just anything sitting there. It's actually a indentation into the metal. We'll see if we can get it to focus. There we go. And that's about it. Okay, moving up a tad bit more. Here on top of the barrel, you have another indentation that is into the metal. You can actually see it, that it's, if I can get it to focus right here, there we go. Indentation that's right into the metal. Moving up from there, here on the end of the firearm, you can see one major one right there and one right below it. Once again, this will not remove. This isn't just a piece of, let's say, lint or something like that. Actually has been hit on something hard, looks like to me. Down here as well, you've got another pretty large place here in the rail that looks to me like it's been hit on something hard. Overall, the rail looks pretty straight to me. Somebody in one of my pictures I posted on Facebook said that it looked like they was not matched up right. Might have just been the camera angle, but I'm fine with that. Moving on down here, you see it's pretty decent, pretty good. Nothing to really talk about. But on this other side right here is one of the biggest QC issues I've seen, besides the forcing cone, which actually would affect, I believe would affect the velocity and the accuracy of the firearm. But up here on the actual sight pin, which these are not like Colt where you can just screw something in. Well, actually might be. No, never mind. But it's not like Colt where you just screw something in. This actually has to be knocked in with a punch. As you can see here, somebody has used way too big of a punch or got happy with it and just knocked it way too hard. Just trying to see if I can get it to focus perfectly for you all. There we go. So indentions that are also into the metal. Like I said, and before I get the comment, you know, hey, it's a firearm, you're going to use it, you're going to abuse it, do whatever else. I'm not that type of person. I might use and abuse my Glocks pretty well because that's what I train with, that's what I actually carry on duty and will defend my life with if have to be. But, you know, for my other firearms, you know, this is one that, yeah, it would be used for, like, say, a self-defense firearm. But for me, it's one that I would probably shoot a decent amount, but it's one I would not carry in a holster really or bang it up, even though it's probably meant for that. But my biggest thing with it is that I paid for a brand new firearm, and you can see with all the finishing issues and somebody getting happy over here with the with the roll pin inside of the sight just kind of threw up some issues with me. And like I said, I never even seen the indention in the forcing cone until recently. Well, actually, while I was doing the unboxing review. So that's something else that we might need to be talking about. But last night, I contacted Northwest Armory, and I also contacted Smith & Wesson. I posted multiple of these pictures on the Smith & Wesson Facebook groups, the Smith & Wesson Collectors, and Smith & Wesson Revolvers. Most of the people agreed that it looks like it is a used firearm. Most of the time, Smith & Wesson will fire their guns 8 shots. This one looks to me like it has had 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 shots through it. Might be where it's 8-cylinder, because I actually said fired 8 times, I meant 3. Sorry about that, very correction. But anyway, where it's an 8 shot, might have cut it in half to 4. I understand that. But it looked to me and multiple other people that the firearm was a used firearm that has sold for new. So I do a little contacting with, like I said, Northwest Armory, contacted Smith & Wesson, and I got contacted back by both of them today. Northwest Armory stated that they had just received the firearm on the day I purchased it, which was, I think, the 16th maybe. And they had literally got it out of the case, opened it up, looked at the serial number, closed it back up, confirmed the serial number matched with the box, sent it out the door. I was like, that's interesting. So what that means is that if they're telling the truth, which I believe they are, that they had no hand in doing any of these marks on the firearm. That being said, they offered me either to return the gun with a full FFL refund and actually send it back on their own dime and me get a full refund, or give me a $150 rebate on it, take it off what I paid for it, and then call it a day. So what I ended up doing was taking the $150 rebate they give me off the gun and kept it. So Smith & Wesson contacted me later and said, hey, send in the firearm, we'll take a look at it and we'll let you know what we think. So I sent all my information in, never got an email back with the shipping code or anything like that. So I called them, let them know everything I was going on with, and they said, hey, send it in and we'll see what we can figure out with it. They sent me the email of the shipping label and everything while I was on the phone with them, and everything that's where we're pretty much at. Northwest Armory really done good by me, I believe. I appreciate what they done for me, and I was just letting you all know sometimes I get a bad rep, especially on Better Business Bureau and a few other Facebook reviews, but they've done good by me, and that's what I have to give. We will see where this goes with Smith & Wesson. Northwest Armory did advise me that a lot of their Smith & Wessons have been coming in lately, matching the same description I'm giving right here with a lot of marks and everything, and that they've been seeing a lot of this. So guys, let me know what y'all think about this, and I will keep y'all updated as this goes. But I appreciate y'all viewing. Like and subscribe for more gun reviews, and I'll see y'all in the next video.